Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Here today we are doing What If Deku Had a Dragon Type Quirk Part 8. In the last part we left off with the fight, which was split up to two parts. So pretty much the fight, the battle fight, whatever you like to use against Deku and Saito Todoroki, what is I like to call him, Todoroki. So yeah, yeah, anyway, and also All Might pretty much, seeing what Deku could survive, made him realize that Deku is truly the right person to have One for All. Yes, I believe it's One for All. Yes. Anyway, yeah, if you want a more deeper recap, just watch part 7. Yeah. But yeah, also the playlist will be in the link. Well, the playlist, like always, will be in the link down in the description down below. So if you do want to watch, if you are new to watching this series, you can go down and click on that. It'll probably take you a good, I don't know, maybe like 8, 9, 10 hours to watch, as they are kind of roughly equal to 9. Well, equal to like around almost an hour long, roughly, as I've said. Some are short, some are long, so maybe 7 to 8 hours. Who knows? But yes, it may take you that long to catch up, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so pretty much, well, All Might would say, going into life now, All Might would say, well, after passing down One for now you've eaten my hair, and One for won't just automatically, you won't be able to use it straight away. It does take a period of time. It may be a little bit of time, it may be a bit more time, maybe like an hour or two to a day. So yeah, and he's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to like come to you to train, to be able to handle like One for All. It's like, well, I don't know, because One for All will double your quirk's ability, and everything's like double. So then that would mean in my dragon form I'd get faster, stronger, and more deadlier. And I'd say One for All is a key to unlocking his later abilities. So yeah. And he's like, yeah, maybe, like, who knows, it may even, unlock a hidden part of your quirk. It may even evolve your quirk, who knows. Yeah. As Deku's like, that'd be nice, but yeah. Anyway, as well, Deku goes home, and Dragon Hero takes him home just in case someone, overheard or a villain tried attacking him. She's slightly more now aware to, her feelings towards Deku, because All Might did bring them up in the fight, when everyone abandoned the stadium. So yeah. And she's like, well, I think you'll probably have a break for a couple of days so they can rebuild the stadium, which, that Todoroki destroyed. So yeah, Well, I'm only saying Todoroki's because, well, Deku really didn't do anything. He was just dodging and managed to, get Todoroki to truly awaken his ability, you could say. Truly, to use his quirk. Instead of just using half of it, Deku managed to get him to use all of it. So, yeah. And, Deku would go, well, I'm generally fine going home by myself. You don't have to accompany me. She's like, yeah, but just in case, who knows what may happen. Plus, you're not allowed to use the quirk, and Place like, yeah, but self-protection is allowed, and like, what can I do? I'm also I'm the second only ever person to have a dragon type quirk, and well, well, they probably could expect if someone attacks me to go straight into my dragon form and do some damage to him, because having a dragon quirk, I will have some tendencies to attack people who attack me. Yeah, and they keep on talking, and she is kind of realising that, well, Deku's probably Deku doesn't really know his feelings towards her yet, but she definitely she is noticing more and more as they walk, to his house, that she's noticing more and more that, she loves Deku. Yeah. But she's also kind of like, no, it can't be, he's only a student. That's what she's pretty much saying, that, no, he's only a student. This is probably just a master and student. But no, not master, teacher and student bond type thing. She's trying to do it in a different way, or maybe a motherly type figure, because I'm kind of the only I'm the only female dragon in existence, and he is the only male. And while it kind of makes sense that I'd have some type of maybe motherly instincts, being him younger than me. But yeah, she is very much in love with him. She's just trying to pet in different ways. Anyway, pretty much Deku goes, Deku pretty much knocks on the door, and his mum just runs out cuddling him, going, oh my god, you had me so frightened, you had me so scared. And he's like, whoa, calm down, Mum, I'm okay, can you see? And he's like, we've also got, visitors. She's like, welcome, Dragon Hero. I've forgot her name, that's what I'm currently only calling her, Dragon Hero. Yeah, as he bows down, bows to her, as she, saying, thank you for taking care of my child and walking him home. Yeah, she's like, no problem. He's like, and Deku's mum, I think Inko, would invite her and go, right, come on, it's late now, why don't you have, dinner with us? Or whatever you decide to call it for dinner. Dinner, tea, what else are the other words? I don't know. Yeah. Dinner, tea, and yeah, and Deku's mum could go could be, I didn't know he's that strong. Deku's and would Deku go, well, Yeah, but I didn't really attack him. I just, got him to use his, to use 100% of his quirk. As like they would talk, couple nights talk late. It'd get quite late, and then and Deku's. I'd say yeah, Deku's still being young would eventually fall asleep, and the Dragon Hero would, go, thanks for having me, today, and she would go out and fly. Well, yeah, she'd fly back home. Yeah, and next morning, Deku kind of wakes up, from chimney and jokes. I was like, I'm gonna be late for someone, be late, and you know, as he goes, Mum, why don't you get me up? And she's like, because the school rang and told me not to get you up, pretty much, because, you won't be having any school for a couple of days as they are focusing on reconstructing the arena. Yes, I'm gonna call it arena. Yeah, the arena that you and Todoroki destroyed. I see. Okay, well, and as he's just like, okay, All Might. Pretty much All Might knocks on the door as Inka's just like, oh, who could this be? Who could this be? As she, goes over to the door and opens it, and then she's like, All Might? Deku All Might's here, and there's like, All Might's probably here to train me. As All Might's like, I am here, is this a bad time? In Midoriya? It's like, no, All Might, please come in. She's like, just shocked that, the number one hero is paying a visit to them. And yeah, he says, well, he talked to her, not tell her, that, he's, that, Deku's now the, well, no, you would say that, he's chosen Deku to be his, successor, as so you would understand that, Deku showed a lot of promise there. And, should be grateful, and, he came here today, to train Deku. In like hand-hand, you'd say, like in some hand-hand combat and that, and some saving techniques. Some different ways, to fight in that. So if there's a point where he can't transform, he'll be able to, fight with his hands still. As she goes, she understands, and Deku would, well, get changed and, meet All Might, as All Might goes, well, it'd be, about time we started training now. As there's like, yeah, but why could we train All Might? There is no real, good place to train. It's like, I don't know, there's a forest nearby we can use. I can run there and you can fly there. You'd probably beat me there, but who knows? Let's have a race. I'd say, because Deku is currently he's pretty much the only rival to All Might when it comes to speed and strength. Of course, Deku being able to transform into a dragon, and All Might pretty much just having one fall. Deku does have one fall, he's not trained in using it, so yeah. As Deku's like, alright, as he's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go! As they both just, quite casually break the speed of sound, as, All Might's having, he quickly breaks, 6 times the speed of sound. As he's, thinking, this is, Deku's top speed. I wonder where he is. As he, as like, huh? Is this as fast as you can go? Almost sort of, what do you like? I'm like, no, but I'm going. We're currently going 6 times speed of sound. It's like, yeah, I know, we're going hypersonic. It's like, yeah, what do you man? Don't forget, about, I can also use one fall, and if it can double my, quirks, if it makes my quirks stronger, like, like times it by 2, I'd be able to break, 12 times the speed of sound, maybe even more. So let's find out as he activates one fall, as we see the pretty much red glow of one fall, but going all around what a night view looks like. So it's pretty much night view, but like the one fall streaks that Deku has going all around him. As Deku also feels something inside of him, like his quirk. Something changes in his quirk as he then, flying at top speed, then all of a sudden vanishes. Like, well, not vanishes, but he just, one flap and he breaks 12 times the speed of sound. As, All Might quickly, All Might does catch up and they manage to reach the forest very, very quickly. As, they both stop and All Might's like, geez kid, you got faster. It's like, yeah, I thought, I thought you said it'd make Mac, like, slightly stronger, I thought, Mac, 12 would be my limit, maybe Mac 13, but, I'm pretty sure I could have gone faster than that. And also, I don't know, but it's like my quirk felt weird, it, like, felt something, awakened inside of it. It's like, who knows, maybe you had a quirk awakening, who knows? It's like, no, I don't think it's that. It's like, it felt like I got a new ability or that, or I discovered something new, about my quirk. Not, as, he'd explain a bit more and Almight go, well, who knows, but at least, right now, let's, let's start fighting and you can use, one for all. We can get you to start using and see if you can, throttle one for all. And, yeah, considering, even though, Deku's got a transformation, quirk, so it's either on or off, there's no middle. So, yeah, the only thing he can regulate is this fight by his plasma blast. So, yeah. And, yeah, so he's currently struggling, it's either, pretty much one fall is either on or off. There's no, like, zero, like, it's either pretty much 0% or 100%. Pretty much off or 100. So, yeah, he can't currently throttle it like he can in canon currently. So, yeah. But, yeah, as he starts to... Well, yeah, as, they train for, a couple of days. A couple of days go by and... Well, no, the first day goes by as... What goes, well, I'll see you tomorrow then, same time, same place. It's like, as he goes, alright, okay. As he pretty much flies home, and while he lands, and as like, I'm home, as she's like, oh, you've got a visitor, dear. As she's like, a visitor, who could that be? As it'd be the dragon here again, like, yeah, as Deku going to it, so it's like, um, like, why, why are you here? It's like, well, she would explain, she would tell Deku kind of why, or what at least she told his mum. And, she would then, like, after a bit, she would, Deku would go, well, no. Deku, would tell her and, tell her in her head that, if you want to, if you want to, train with me and All Might, we'll be at this place at this time tomorrow. I was just like, okay. Then, she says bye, and she's like, wait, aren't you gonna, stay here for dinner? It's like, nah, no, I've got dinner at home cooking. She's like, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, okay, but, bye then. As she flies off, goes home, and that's like that was a bit weird, but yeah. As he goes in. Well, he sits down, talks to his mum what he did today, and has dinner, possibly has a bath, and then goes to bed. So yeah. And next day rolls around, and kind of same thing, just with her there, with the dragon hero there. But she trained. Well, yeah, she'd. Well, like when All Might, because All Might would, hit his limit every so often now, and she's there too, so that All Might can take a rest, and so he can then re-enter his buff form. So yeah. As she changes. Well, not she changes. She's sparring with Deku, and she starts to feel her. She starts to feel that her quirk is awakening, pretty much. As she's like, she pretty much stops sparring. She stops sparring, and Deku's like, are you okay? I was just like, yeah, I just feel a bit weird, like my quirk's, a bit weird. There's like, why don't you try transforming? As she'd do, but she'd still look the same. I'm not, well, not quite yet. As she's like, maybe it's nothing. She's just confused at what she was feeling. But yeah. And they continue to spar. Yeah. And that goes on for the next days until pretty much, UA's back open, and pretty much everyone comes back in as they're all like, yay, we had a couple of days off thanks to Deku and Todoroki. Battle and them destroying the stadium. Thanks to them, we had a couple of days off. Yay! It's like, come on, guys. I didn't mean to destroy the stadium. It's like, yeah. As they look at Deku, and then, they realise that, oh, you've gotten stronger, haven't you? It's like, yeah, I've been training since then. It's like, training? It's like, yeah, I've been doing a bit of training. And yeah. Well, I forget his name. What's his name? Aizawa. Yeah, so with, well, yeah. So, Aizawa, yes. With Aizawa, Aizawa enters the room, he says, quite all class in session, or whatever he says. Well, no, he doesn't. He just enters the classroom and everyone pretty much, goes quiet and looks at him. Yeah, it's just like, wow. Because of the incident a couple of days ago, we had to rebuild the stadium. But yes, the thing will still, the sports festival will still be going on. And I just want to tell you this today. But yes, it would be pretty much, you've got 2 hours until the next match, which you would tell the class, as then he'd say dismiss. Yeah, as everyone gets ready, as the other matches go the same like they did in canon. Well, yeah, and then of course Catron's just, getting excited for Deku's, for Deku and his fight, because, he hear, Deku is his rival, pretty much. So he, Catron is a lot stronger than in canon. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Bakugo is a lot stronger than what he was in canon at that point. And so, yeah, and, as those two enter the ring, he goes, I can see you've gotten a lot stronger. And Deku, as that goes, well, the same to you, Catron. And Catron's like, yeah, well, I guess so, I have to do, I have to try and keep up with you. I'm not going to let you, take the spotlight forever. It's like, yeah, but at least for now, who knows, as pretty much Bakugo goes, well, I'm going to win this. Deku goes, well, we'll see about that now, will we? As Midnight is about to sort of just gotten, his sinking feeling that this is probably going to be a hole in the ground. And I mean a lot bigger hole than what Deku and Todoroki's fight did. Yeah, it's going to be a huge battle, because, well, one can pretty much do, one can fly, both can fly, just pretty much Bakugo can create explosions, so can Deku, but of course Deku's done by his plasma blast, and that, so yeah, plus, Deku can do, do fire stuff when he's in his human form. Plus, he can semi-transform, so he can bring his rings out. He has at least kind of learned how to fly, thanks to, with the Dragon Heroes training, with sparring with Deku. He did manage to realise that he also needs his tail, as the Dragon Hero, her half form, we'll call it for now, her half form, or her default form currently is, it doesn't need a tail, it just got wings, and that's it. The two pretty much main wings, whereas Deku being a Night Fury transformation. So yeah, you need all of them to be able to not just go hover above the ground. So yeah, as he would grow his wings and his tail as well, as pretty much they say start, as All Might pretty much got the feeling that the arena is going to be destroyed, and so does the Dragon Hero. I think her name's Ruku. I think so. Yeah. As they're both, I'd say they're both sitting next to each other, being both Deku's trainers, and They both say to one another, this this trainer is gonna, this arena's gonna get destroyed again. Oh well. Yeah. I just pretty much. Well, yeah, as the fight starts, and already chunks of the arena are being destroyed. Like they're going at it as like the staff at UN are kind of already wanting to have the people like brung up, but the headmaster is like, oh no, 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 they stay there for now, unless we see Deku enter his dragon form. Then we'll pull everyone out. Otherwise, until then, as I was like Nezu, like why that is like, well, in his dragon form at least he can do those plasma blasts. Like as he goes, Nezu, you need an update. Deku can do the plasma blast no matter what form he's in. It's like, what do you mean? In his human form, he does have a limit of at least one currently, well, two now. But he can do the plasma blast, even though they are weaker. They are still very much destructive. It's like, oh my! It's like, well, yeah, they're just not as powerful as they're pretty much underestimating, which is expected considering now Deku's got one fall, but he still doesn't have perfect control over it. Well, he doesn't have much control over it. Yeah, as he's pretty much, well, he's just flying about, dodging, catching and punching him and that. It's pretty much just an aerial fist battle currently. As as Katsuma says, come on Deku, I know you can do better than this. As Deku's like, fine then, as he pretty much does a plasma blast and destroys the entire bottom of the arena. As Nezu's like, okay, now we'll get everyone out, and Nezu was just like, that was bigger than before. If Deku enters his dragon form, this area is going to be wiped from existence. We need to get them, possibly even out of the city. As Nezu's like, I think if he enters his dragon form, he does a full blast, then we would have to do that, but I don't think Deku would go that far. Anyway, we've got Cementos, he can just try and contain the explosion. As he goes, I don't think even Cementos can, he was struggling with Shoto's first ice explosion. He was struggling with that explosion when that happened. So yeah, I'm quite doubtful. And once again, I'm gonna end it here, guys. I know this is, I think, shorter than the last parts, but yeah. But yes, if you guys have enjoyed it, like if you enjoyed it so much and you want to watch like this, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next whatever video. And a good bye.